are some corporate leaders who have not upheld their responsibility.
In Canada, U.S. President George W. Bush, on the sidelines of the G8 summit just before a one-on-one meeting with Russia's Vladimir Putin, he was reacting to the accounting scandal at WorldCom, the second largest U.S. long-distance carrier. The company has admitted it improperly accounted for $3.8 billion in expenses in 2001 and in the first quarter of this year. The company is reported on the brink of bankruptcy, with many employees facing possible layoffs.
If you are a responsible citizen and you run a corporation in America, you must fully disclose all assets and liabilities, and you must treat your shareholders and employees with respect.
President Bush has promised a full investigation and, in his words, to hold people accountable. Aides say, quoting now, "Mr. Bush is mad as hell." The Financial Services Committee of the U.S. House has subpoenaed top current and former WorldCom officials to appear on July 8th. The Securities and Exchange Commission calls it an accounting fraud of unprecedented magnitude. Tuesday, WorldCom fired Scott Sullivan, its chief financial officer. For his part, Russia's President Vladimir Putin said through a translator, it was very important to listen to what Mr. Bush had to say.
Because under the circumstances of the globalized community and world, a lot depends on the state of the U.S. economy these days.
Many Europeans have voiced concern over trust in the financial system as a whole, asking who might be next. As far away as Australia, traders said sentiment remains poor. As one put it, you can't brush aside these things. Seeking to reassure anxious U.S. and foreign investors, Mr. Bush declared Wednesday the U.S. economy is strong. The chairman of the Securities and Exchange Commission, Harvey Pitt, echoed that statement.
We are eager and anxious to prove to all American investors in the world that our system is the very best in the world.
An administration official says President Bush is planning to devote an entire speech next month to the subject of corporate conduct.